Henry, the green engine, was feeling cross, and that was why. James could not tell him why, but he decided to find out why he is still angry. "It's not fair," moaned Henry. "Why's that?" asked James. "I was struggling to get inside the shed with Molly and Gordon, but already Victor is stuck in the Already Victor had an accident, and that stupid brakeman just pushed him off the rails and onto the turntable really badly," he went on. Will he be back on the rails just for a minute?" he went on. "You'll be fine," said James. "No," said Henry. "I was only asking," said James. "No wonder why," said Henry, and then Henry puffed angrily away. Henry banged the trucks angrily while he was deciding to shunt them. "Calm down, Henry," said his driver. You're gonna get in trouble." But Henry ignored him and was then cross forever. "Get a move on, you stupid trucks," said Henry. "Ooh! Oh!" said the trucks. "What a rude engine." They didn't like Henry at all, so they decided to pay him out. "Pay him out," they said. "No, no, 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 no. Nice try." But then Henry bumped them hard, and then one truck fell off the rails and it began to crunch, and it exploded into bits and crunched in pieces between the other on his body. "Oh," said the truck, "what's happening to me?" And then he was crunched in the ground forever. "Serves you right, serves you right." "Henry, you naughty engine," said his driver, and then Henry ignored him and started to push the trucks up the hill. When he arrived, they were too heavy, and then they both came off the rails and tipped themselves. The rocks tipped below and into the lake they went. The blue truck and the grey truck both fell down and tipped their stones over, and into the lake they went. Then they were never to be seen again. And there was one troublesome truck and Toad available. He was the only brake van to survive, and now Henry was getting mad at the moment. All right, said Henry angrily. "Stop moaning," said his driver, but Henry ignored him, and then he decided to continue along. Henry continued on around the main line, and then through the Grand Canyon he went, and then Henry was a little bit down at the moment. "We'll pay him out," said Toad. "What a rude engine," said the troublesome truck. "Shut up," said Henry. "Shut up," said Henry, and banged them hard, and then Toad himself and the truck was left on the line all alone, while Toad went down the Grand Canyon, and off the rails he went. "Help me," said Toad, and then Henry bumped the truck one more time and bumped the truck down the Grand Canyon, and off it went. "Help," said the truck, and it came off the rails too. And his deliveries were off. Now, good thing Gordon, James, or some engine like that didn't see that, said Henry. "You naughty engine, quietly," said Henry, and knocked his driver off the rails, off the footplate. "Nah, nah, 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 nah," said Henry, and Henry was steaming on. He realized that he was on the wrong way. uh-oh. But he didn't realise that he was on the wrong way. He went to that wrong way, he went to that same wrong way where he was angry with Victor and the brake van at the turntable. Then Henry didn't know this. Uh-oh, I'm gonna crash! Help! Help! Said Henry. But it was too late. He shut his eyes and he crashed. He crashed into the brake van and then it smashed into smithereens. Henry's fireman jumped clear before the crash, and then Henry lay dazed and surprised. And the poor brake van was all in smithereens, and Victor was cross. You shouldn't have done that, Henry, he said. Don't blame me, said Henry. But then Henry's fireman was cross with him right now. You have been a very naughty engine, he said. I suggest I'll speak to the Fat Controller about it, he said. But Henry was still afraid. The Fat Controller scolded Henry severely. The Fat Controller himself scolded at Henry severely. You have been a very naughty engine, Henry, he said. I'm sorry, sir, he said. You might have been. Now look what the damage you caused. Now first it was you whinging and getting cross with Victor because he was only trying to shunt that brake van back to the Sodal Steamworks. Now you blew it into bits. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry, sir, said Henry, but the Fat Controller was cross right now. You should have said sorry to Victor for what you have done. That poor brake van, it's all in smithereens. And your buffers. Now you'll have to go to the works to get yourself cleaned and mended. Sorry, sir, said Henry. And I'm sorry, Victor. It's all right, said Victor. And then Henry promised himself never to be rude to Victor again.